Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and today I am bringing you another episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge. As you can see, we are here with Norma, and it is the year 1958. We are going to be having a birthday in this episode because little Charles will be aging up into a toddler. We have a lot to do in this episode because unfortunately Matty is going to be asking Norma for a divorce because he is not happy in this marriage and can't seem to come to terms with the fact that they are together and in a loveless marriage because he is just not in love with her, and there is just not that passion that he is seeking, and that spark is just not there, and he just can't seem to continue on in this marriage with it like that. So he is going to be asking her for a divorce, and so we are going to be going through that in this episode as well. So we are going to go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and press play and see how it goes. As you can see, Norma is feeling very sad. There was a loss in the family. It says it's hard to see those closest to us pass away. Norma can find some solace by mourning at a tombstone or urn. And it is a family member in our family tree that did pass away. Unfortunately, we are having a lot of people in Generation 1 that are currently passing away. So that is super sad, but we have people that are now slowly going from our family tree, which you can see if you go to the Plum Tree app. The link is in the description box below on the description box on the YouTube channel. There you can see that Plum Tree app, and you'll be able to go ahead and see that there if you'd like to go take a look at the Plum Tree app. I do try to keep that up to date as possible, and you'll be able to see that who's still with us and who has gone. So I'm going to go ahead and just check and make sure and see what's going on with our needs here. It does look like Lila Abdul thinks Booker O'Hara is swell and wants to become best friends. Yeah, of course. So just so you know, Booker and Lila are married. They are together, and she is now wanting to become his best friend. We think that's absolutely great. Booker did marry her in between the last episode and this episode. They got married, and they are actually expecting a baby. So I think that is absolutely great that they want to be best friends while they're married. They are clearly getting on, and I love that for them. Let's go ahead and just get Norma in here cleaning up a little bit. It does look like Gemma is out and Matty is also out. So the only one here at the house is Norma and the baby. So she is just going to go ahead and pick up a little bit. I did go ahead and set the room up here for a toddler. So it is all ready for Charles. Once he goes ahead and ages up, we'll have him set up here and ready to go. I think it looks super cute, and it has everything here that he's going to need for when he becomes a toddler. So that is precious. I am just going to go ahead and get Norma to grab something to eat because she is feeling a little bit peckish. And once she's done eating, we'll have her come on outside and check on the things out here like the plants and the chickens and make sure everything is good. It does look like we need to scatter a little bit of feed, and other than that, it looks like everything is great, besides some of our trees here need to be harvested and weeded, and so we will deal with that. And Gemma has arrived home, and she's straight off to do a little bit of laundry. As we know, Gemma did age up into an elder in our last episode. She had herself a little bit of a birthday, so she is an elder now, but she is going to be helping us with the baby. So we will get her in here and let her meet her little grandson. We will do some super efficient baby care with her because, as we know, her parenting skills are top notch. She is a level 10 parent, which we absolutely love. We're just going to get her to rock and cuddle the baby here and just do a little bit of bonding with little Charles. I want them to have a nice little relationship here because, as we know, they will be spending quite a bit of time together considering they live together, and Grandma here will obviously want to have a good relationship with little Charles. Oh, they are precious together, aren't they? She's like, oh, little Charles, you are Grandma's little shining light. And I love you so much. I have been waiting so long for you. You have no idea. And honestly, he's the first grandchild for her, so that is a long time coming. The next grandchild coming is obviously coming from Booker, which will be exciting for her, but the first grandchild that she had is little Charles, so he is very special to Gemma. Very special indeed. Oh, and Lila has actually come over to visit. So we'll have Norma come on in and just say hello to her. So this is Booker's wife. Okay, so they are married. It just didn't change her last name to O'Hara for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. But they definitely are married, and she is pregnant with his baby. Congratulate on marriage. Yeah. She's like, congratulations on marrying my brother. I am so glad that you're part of the family. And she's like, oh, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And we're just going to go ahead and let them kind of get to know each other a little bit here, since they are sister-in-laws now. I should really get going now. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later. Okay, that's fine. All right, so Matty is home now. I am just going to go ahead and have him come on over here and have a chat with Norma now. We are going to go ahead and have him chat with her about a separation. Matty is asking Norma to take a break from their romantic relationship. Relationship pause. Matty and his partner are taking a break in their relationship. Matty and Norma are now separated. This status represents a potentially temporary break in a relationship. Matty can let things drift and eventually decide to give up on this relationship or fight for it and try to save this love. The separation menu, as well as interactions of all types, and will influence what happens next. So Norma is really sad now from this, obviously. I think that she obviously saw it coming, but it still saddens her to know that this marriage is, they're separated. Yeah, she's really heartbroken over this news. I think obviously she would have wanted them to try to work things out, but it's just not working out. And I don't think he loves anyone else. Let's take a look and see. No, he isn't interested in anyone else. He's suspicious of her with other people, it seems, but he's not in love with anyone else. She isn't in love with anyone else, but she does have, obviously, you know, a high relationship with other people. Because she was obviously trying to look for relationships with people in the beginning when she met him. So she has a really high relationship with other people. I don't think I can move him out, but I do need to move him out. So how do I do that? Okay, Gemma, can you go over here and fix this? Let's repair this dryer. Poor Norma is just really struggling right now. And let's go ahead and move Matty out. We'll give him 50K. And we'll let him move there. And let's head back over into Norma's household. Alright, Gemma is going to bed. Norma's going to bed. We're going to go ahead and let everyone go ahead and go to bed. It is about 10 o'clock at night. And then I will catch back with you in the morning. Unfortunately, Charles has woken up. It is about 11:30. He is really upset. Mom is going to have to take care of him. He has a bit of a dirty nappy, so she's going to go ahead and change his diaper. She's like, don't cry, little guy. It's okay. All right, get yourself back to bed, Norma. Oh no, we have a hen dying. Okay, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. Norma is up. She is just going to go outside. She is wanting to deal with some of her plants. She's feeling really sad still from the loss in the family. So she is going to try to cheer herself up with a bit of gardening here. And then once she's done with that, I'm just going to take her in and grab something to eat there. And then I think I'm going to have her call over Matty and see if they can have a bit of a conversation and see if they can maybe make some heads or tails of this separation. I think they would probably have a little bit more of a conversation. He has obviously moved out. I think she would be like, you know, this was just a separation. You've now bought your own home. What is the deal here? Like, is this a complete done thing? Like, are we permanently separated? This was supposed to be just temporary. Usually people don't go and buy their own home, you know, when they're just temporary separating, but you went and bought a house. So clearly you're done. And he's, I'm sure, gonna tell her like, yeah, I don't think that you and I are meant to be together. And so we're gonna try to get them permanently separated. Of course, he is the cook in the house, so Norma is gonna need to get her cooking skill up. She's like, I could do that. I can get my cooking skill up. I don't need him to do that. I don't need him to cook for us. I can cook. That's right, Norma, you can. You are a badass bitch. She is just going to fix this dryer that her mother didn't fix last night. And it does look like today is not only Halloween, but it is also Charles' birthday. So we will be aging up Charles into a toddler today, which is super exciting, and giving him his makeover for a toddler makeover and finding out what it is he looks like, which I always love. We will not be doing that at 4 o'clock in the morning, but we will be doing that today. She's like, I'm coming, Charles. I can hear you crying, love. She's feeling really playful for wearing warm clothing, cultivating cheer, being in a decorated home, and having a delicious dish, and from her homey lot. But she has an uncertain future. Norma is concerned about her romantic relationship at the moment. Will they get back together or split forever? What should she do? Well, you're going to call him over and you guys are going to have a chat about that. So I am going to let her go out for a jog, I think. And then when she comes back from her jog, I'm going to go ahead and invite him over. Action. So we're going to send Norma out for a jog, and then when she comes back, we will call Matty and see if he wants to come over for a little bit of a chat, and then we will have a chat with Matty, hopefully, about obviously this whole separation and the fact that he has gone off and bought himself a home. It does look like Charles is still crying, so Norma is gone. We'll get Gemma in here to take care of her grandbaby and change the sturdy diaper. So she is just really enjoying her run here. She's feeling really confident. She's like, I'm turning over a new leaf. I am going to be able to do this. Surely I can handle taking care of my child by myself. I don't necessarily need Matty. It's going to be fine. I know I can do this. It's going to be hard with just myself. I realize it's going to be hard, and obviously I'm going to have to work really, really hard and she is going to have to work really hard because she can't get a job in this decade while she has a child until he becomes a teenager. But thankfully they have a nest egg saved up, and so that's helpful. And of course her mom does work, although we are going to go ahead and get mom to retire, just because mom is obviously an elder now. So mom's going to retire, and we are going to call over Matty. Matty will be right over. Okay, Matty. Let's invite Matty in.
Sib Savara.
Bansha Sabara? Oh, Pipewa.
So she's like, I can't believe that you went and you separated and then you went and bought a house. Like, I can't believe that you would do that. Clearly, you are done with this relationship and you're not even worth, like, you don't even want to work on it. So I think that this is over with. And he's like, yeah, it is over with. I told you that. I told you I'm done with this relationship and that you and I aren't meant to be. And she's like, well, then we might as well just go ahead and divorce. So she has divorced Matty. Matty and her are divorced now. And she has divorced him. The end of a marriage is a sad event in any Sim's life. Well, you know how it is. You always believe that things can last forever. You make promises, you believe other Sims' promises, and then life happens. It draws distance between beings that were close. It fosters conflict where there used to be only peace. It brings weariness into a love that seemed eternal. And one day, a couple breaks, like Norma's. So she is very sad over this news, obviously. She's on edge now also from her veteran trait, and she's irritable today. I mean, she's feeling all of these feelings. It's obviously not ideal. Since Matty is over, we're going to go ahead and we're going to age up little Charles, and that way we can get him out of the bassinet and let them interact together. So Charles has aged up. Toddlers, days spent playing with toys, exploring the world, and learning to communicate with words instead of tears await. This is the perfect time to start skill building for the future. And we're going to go ahead and randomize for 1, 2, and 3. And he got communication development delayed. These toddlers build communication skills slowly and bubbly. These toddlers are very happy and full of energy. All right, and we are going to go ahead and hop into Cass and take a look at our little Charles and give him a much needed makeover. It does look like he got the black hair from his mother. So let's go ahead and hop into Cass and take a look at what he looks like. All right, so let's go ahead and take the skin details off of him. So this is what we got so far, but let's go ahead and give him a makeover. I will be right back. And this is Charles after his makeover, and this is what he looks like. He is absolutely adorable. And let's go ahead and quickly go through his outfits. This is his everyday outfit. And his formal. His sleep. Party. His swim. Hot weather. And his cold weather. And let's go ahead and hop back into the game. As you can see, he is super adorable. Oh, he's precious. He's very happy. It says he's bubbly from being bubbly. These toddlers are very happy and full of energy. He's also very tired. We need to go ahead and get him into bed. Poor Norma is in the closet crying to herself. The poor dear. Matty is doing the same. Both of them are pretty upset about the divorce, even though it was something they both wanted. They are still upset by the loss of the marriage. It is something that they are going to obviously have to mourn and grieve, because they, you know, they do still have feelings for each other. They do love each other. They just weren't in love with each other. Melanie Kane is calling. Hey Norma, I think Teeter Prather is pretty cute. Should I ask him out? Sure, go for it. And Gemma is just, as you can see, cleaning up a little bit here.
Hey, Pick Yavara.
Now that these two are divorced, they can go ahead and just try being friends with one another and not having to worry about all of the romantic things, and hopefully their relationship will be able to improve and they can just worry about raising their child separately and just co-parenting.
Almost Steve. Go on the shore.
We'll go ahead and give him a residence key. That way he can come over and visit whenever he wants to, since he does have a son here. You see, Gemma is just talking with him a little bit and just trying to just tell him, like, I understand that this didn't work out for you. Just know that obviously you can come around whenever, and he's, you know, Charles is your son. You guys will be fine. Things will just work out as they're supposed to. He's like, I'm really not all that worried. This is how it's supposed to be. This is what I wanted. Because at the end of the day, this is actually what he wanted. That sounded really close. I don't know what got struck by lightning, but it definitely sounded close.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And of course there's going to be a fire. Why would there not be a fire? Poor Norma is divorced and now she set herself on fire. Like, what are the odds? Honestly, what are the odds? Oh my gosh, and the washing machine just busted. Like, are you freaking kidding me? This is too much.
Emotional damage.
Too much. She's like, I can't catch a break. Why are you standing out here with this child? Trying to get struck by lightning. I mean, really. And she left him out there.
Bruh.
Gemma, what in the hell is going on with you? This is just too much.
Oh, Boxney. Huh? Original?
Oh my heavens, don't eat that. Get in here and serve lunch. Serve a grilled cheese. I don't know why this is feeling so chaotic, but everything is just feeling very chaotic. Norma is trying to get everything cooked. Gemma is just really struggling right now. She left the baby outside on the stoop in a storm after a fire. Like, what? And this poor child was trying to starve to death. I don't know what's going on in this house. I really don't. It's like everything is going from bad to worse, and Norma is not understanding why things are so bad. She just really doesn't understand why things are so bad. Unfold and put this laundry away. Let's do that. As you can see, Lila's back over to visit. She's been coming over a lot. So our sister-in-law and her are bonding. They're becoming very close, which we love. I don't even think they live very close nearby, but she's definitely coming around to visit quite a bit. Mother, would you stop?
That was sweet.
I think Gemma is really trying very hard to be helpful, but really I find she's just kind of getting in the way. And Norma's thinking, Mom, I just want you to just be helpful, but this is my house. This isn't your house anymore. This is my house now. You are no longer the queen of the castle. I'm the queen of the castle now. And Gemma's like, as long as I am alive, I am still the queen of this castle. This is still my castle. And she's like, no, not anymore. Mom, not anymore. Oh yes, darling, still. I am still the queen of this castle.
Beg you welcome.
If you haven't noticed, this castle looks completely different from your castle. This is my castle.
Namaste, Lumish, Instadorba.
Mom needs to pee, guys. You guys are gonna have to leave the bathroom. I know this is like the place where you know you guys want to go and chat, but she's like, will you get out of the bathroom so I can use it, please? I don't think she's gonna leave. Gemma, you're on your own. Gemma's come in to talk to Norma, and Norma's like, I'm crying it out and then I'm going to bed. Honestly, I am having a really tough time right now. These guys are in here while she's trying to sleep, just having this long conversation, which is hilarious. Oh my gosh, our chicken coop is in dire straits. Gemma, you are gonna have to get out here and deal with these chickens. I should really get going. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later. Okay, bye. Go home. We're just gonna, you know, go deal with ourselves here. Thank you for coming over. Gemma's like about to wee herself. Now head outside here and clean this chicken coop because it is ridiculous. She's like, I'm exhausted. I realize that you're exhausted, but look at the chicken coop. It's disgusting. You need to feed the chickens and gather the eggs. And then you can go on to bed. Poor Norma is asleep in bed, crying in her sleep. Like absolutely crying in her sleep. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Norma has woken up. It is about, well, 12:30 in the middle of the night. and she has to pee, but she's gonna come on in here and tuck in Charles and just check on him. She's still really sad from getting divorced. The end of a marriage is a sad event in anyone's life, and she is really upset by the filthy surroundings in the house. She's now reached parenting level 2. Okay, that is great. Okay, come on in here and serve something. I don't know what you can serve. How about you serve some meatballs? That sounds like a great thing to serve. I don't think she's a vegetarian, is she? No, it was just him that was a vegetarian. So she can cook meat products again. She's like, this turned out pretty good. See, I don't need him. This was an excellent quality meal, and I don't need him to cook for me. I am doing just fine on my own. She has a cooking level, what, 3? But she made an excellent quality meal, so she's not worried about it. She's like, I can feed us. I'll get better as time goes on. We're going to go ahead and get Charles up and let him come grab a serving of this meatball meal as well. And we are going to enroll him in preschool. She is so very sad. Now she's sad also because they had an awful Halloween. They didn't do all the things they wanted to do for Halloween, and so they're very sad about it. He's really sad because he needs amusement and because he has a really sore mouth from teething. Oh, the poor little bean. She's like, how are you, little one? Talking is a huge step for any toddler. Communication skill teaches toddlers more advanced socials. Improve it by talking with others. He acquired the communication skill. Well, we know he has a communication development delay, so that's probably going to be a little bit difficult for him. But there's that. I want to actually take him in here and teach him the potty skill because he does need to go potty. So we'll take him in here. We're going to potty train Charles. She's like, go on, sit down there on that potty. Let's go ahead and learn how to potty in the potty like a big boy. Oh, Daisy had one male baby with Kevin, so we will have to update the family tree because we had ourselves a little boy. We will pop into the family tree or her household and have to see what the baby was named so that we can update the family tree. That is super exciting. And it is what? 1959 right now. She's like, come on, you've got this. You can do it. You're doing such a good job, Charles. He acquired the potty skill. He's done it. And he's obviously still going to need to work at it, but we are getting some skills up, which is fantastic. And he is so proud of himself. Of course, he's a bubbly sim, so he's happy anyway all the time. He is so cute. Oh, she's going to read him a story. Okay, this is absolutely wholesome, and we freaking love it. What happened to the story? Well, she just teased him with a story. That's so rude. Guys, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. In our next episode, we are going to be continuing on with Norma and Charles here, and obviously our good old elderly Gemma, and seeing the progression of this family and how they do. But I do want to just say they are such a cute little family, and hopefully we will do well. Let me know if you think that Norma needs to be finding someone else to love, or if you think that she's going to be just a single mom. What do you guys hope for Norma in her future? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.